Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today is going to be, I don't really know what. I'm going to do the video that I promised everybody, which was how I use 6x6 and 12x12 papers in my journaling or in my crafting. And that is what is in front of me here. This is everything that I make with my 6x6 papers. And I obviously will show you how I make each and every one, but I'm not too sure yet how I'm going to film this video. I don't know if anyone follows me on Instagram, but for the past couple of weeks I just haven't been feeling very well. I've just been very stressed, you know, and it's just one of those things, it's just one thing after another. There's nothing too serious, but it's just one thing after another, and I need a break, and I'm losing my motivation, and I'm really struggling to find the energy to do anything. But I am forcing myself to carry on. I have had to go through a procedure this morning. I had to have a colonoscopy, which is the third one that I've had this year, because they found a polyp that was cancerous, and they've now put me on a watch that's going to last for 5 years, and I've had my third one this morning, and honestly I feel awful. I just want to go to bed, but I'm not one of those people that can just go to bed and go to sleep during the day, so I have to plough through my day and try and get to the end of the day. But I really wanted to get this video done and dusted, and I know that you guys have been waiting for a video from me, and I just thought if I don't sit down and do it, I will not do it. I will just keep putting it off. So I am going to start the video, and it's going to start obviously like this, but if I get too tired or if I run out of energy, it may change to a voiceover. But yeah, I hope you enjoy nonetheless, and I am now going to show you everything that I've made with 6x6 and 12x12 cardstock. So I'll start off with the really easy ones. I mean, the 6x6s can be used in so many different ways, and your 12x12s as well, but I didn't want to just show you the bog standard ways of using things. So a 6x6 can be easily folded. I'm just trying to find a sheet. Here we go. A 6x6 can be easily folded and made into a signature cover or put inside a page. Even if your book is 9 inches by 6 inches, these can still go inside of your journals, and it just makes for more interactive pages, just something a bit different, breaks the style up a little bit. You can do them that way. You can even fold them in half again, so you've got 3x3s. You can even cut them into 3x3s, folded in half, and have them on your page and kind of have them as interactive fold outs on your page. I tend to, with my 6x6s, I tend to kind of like fold them so that there's like a little gap at the edge here, and then I'll glue this to my page, the back side of a page. So imagine my hand here is a page, that's the back side of the page, and then you have this fold out area here where you have more journaling space, and it's just patterned paper, and it looks nice, it looks pretty, it just adds to the journal. So there are loads of simple ways that you can use them within your journals, but I just wanted to show you how I use them to kind of embellish and to just take my projects a little bit further. So if I show you everything first, then I'll move on to showing you how to make each individual thing. The only thing I'm not going to show you how to make are these, because I have already done quite a few videos on the bows, so I don't really want to have to put you through watching another one. But I'm just really happy with how these turned out. First of all, I just made this really simple one, just using this template, which is obviously available on the Etsy shop. Just a bog standard bow template. All I used was the bow base and the bow centre, and then grabbed quite a thick piece of ribbon. I think it's, I've got it here actually, it's 23mm. No, sorry, yeah, 23mm, yeah, sorry, I'm really not with it. So it's nice and thick, so it's a lot thicker than it needed to be. And then all I do is I just wrap it around, put some hot glue on the back, and as it's drying I twist the ribbon, and that's what gave it this kind of like ruched bubbled effect here. Just gives it something a little extra. It's just better than having a plain piece of paper or a plain ribbon on it. Then I made this one, which again was just made with a bow base and the bow top, and I think it looks lovely. Imagine that on a journal cover. And like I say, they can be any type of crafting, or they can, especially with Christmas coming up, could you imagine with your Christmas presents and putting them on your Christmas presents? I actually might make a load of these for Christmas. I might go out and buy, because I haven't got any. I'm not really a Christmas crafter. I might buy some Christmas papers and make loads of Christmas bows for all of our gifts this year. And of course for my patrons, all of their monthly mail for December will be decorated Christmassy, so they will get one of these more than likely. And then my favourite one, of course it's my favourite, it's full of lace and pink and florals. I just went a bit mad with it really, as you can tell by this glue strings that are everywhere. I just applied a load of lace here, there and everywhere, and just had a bit of fun with it really. I used every piece of the bow template on this one. Some cream lace in the back, and then some kind of purpley pinky to match this rose to go around the centre. So they're easily made from either 12x12 or 6x6. Easily made. Then I made all of these pockets, envelopes, whatever you want to call them. I made them all, and these ones here on my desk are made by 6x6 papers, but I did also make them in 12x12 as well. And these, I love them so much that I'm going to give them to my patrons, and I'm going to put all of their patron mail inside of these. So I will show you those, but I'll show you at the end after I've shown you how to make them, so you can get the full effect. So let me start by showing you this little pocket here. Let me move all of this out of the way. I'll come back to that later. So you can see there's 3 items here, but they're all exactly the same. So the only difference between these two is that I've rounded the corners, but you can see it does make quite a big difference. It changes the look of the finished item from both back and front. Okay, I've just grabbed some pieces of scrap from a project that I'm doing at the moment, just so I can show you exactly where all the pockets are. So with this one, and obviously this one, you can use this back piece here as a pocket, and then you have this front piece here. Now then inside, once you make this yourself, you will see that there is actually like a pocket at the front as well, so there's loads of opportunity to layer as well. So rather than it just looking plain, you can have so much tucked in and poking out that it really does. And obviously you can use your 6x6 to make the tags and the journaling cards, so it's really making use of those 6x6s, and just by rounding the corners you get a completely different vibe, a completely different feel, but they all work the exact same. They've all got the same amount of pockets. Super cute. This one, the only thing that I've done differently is that I've cut this piece off. So I've just literally just taken my scissors and cut here, here, and then all the way around there, and it kind of leaves you with like this kind of like origami hat looking thing, but again it's still a pocket. I think I glued that together in the end, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so that can still be used as a pocket, so we can still have this as a pocket. We've got the actual pocket itself, and then that very front one there as well. So one method, 3 different outcomes. Technically I would kind of class these two as like 1.5, so it's like a 1.5. different methods, so I will obviously show you how to make those. To make those envelopes, it is really simple. All you want to do is pull one corner and you want to fold it in, well, not in half really, you want to leave like a ½ inch border around the edge. So you're pulling the corners into each other but leaving a ½ inch edge around each corner. This step is this is optional. I do like the look of the rounded corners, but you could leave these as pointy edged corners, totally up to you. Then to actually make your envelope, all you need to do is at the same time just pull in each corner and try and get it as central as possible. Mine never turn out central, but they look as central as possible. And that is as simple as it is. You just want to reinforce your fold lines just to make sure that they are definitely down and they're straight. But that is essentially all you need to do to make this little envelope pocket. What isn't 100% clear on the video is that as I'm folding those centre pieces in, I do actually kind of fold them into each other so that they hold on to each other. So the top flap and the bottom flap I kind of place inside of each other whilst I'm gluing it down. So here I'm just using some double-sided tape just because it's the quickest method for me to show you. You can use glue, of course, or you could just use washi tape, but just see there how I was tucking it in. I just tuck them in. It just keeps it together basically, and just makes it look a little bit neater. But yeah, that is literally all you have to do. So I will crack on and show you the next little pocket. Next up are these two. They are again exactly the same, it's just I've styled them differently. This one I've left the corner on, this one I've taken the corner off at the top. However, you could even cut that off as well, so there could be a third one here where this one is completely cut off and you just have the pocket here and a pocket here with nothing here at all. Totally up to you, whatever you feel like doing. I'll just show you again where we have our pockets. So we have our main pocket at the back here and then a pocket at the front. Again, really good for layering, and if you're adding lace and ribbon to your tags or your journaling cards, they look lovely when they're all splayed out and kind of sticking out everywhere. What I really like about these is not only are they pockets, but they could also be bookmarks as well. So if I just show you this, so this is actually a new journal that I've not put up on my shop yet, but it should be available soon. So all you have to do is just pop your page corner. So let's just say we're flipping through our journal and we're saying, right, okay, I want to work on this page tomorrow, so I'll put a little marker on that, and you've got a little bookmark. How cool is that? And it still acts as a pocket because you've got your pocket here. I know it might fall out, but just to kind of store, you know, like, I don't know how you journal, but when I journal, I'll be like, I'll kind of think to myself, right, I want to work on this page, and my idea is to make it pink and flowery, and I'm going to write about what I done on the 20th of March of this year, and then that piece of paper that I've written my ideas on can be slid into there and kind of kept. Or if I have items that I know I want to use within, I can just tuck them in there just so they're all safe and all together, and then you can later reuse it as an actual pocket, so it can actually stick to the page or it can go inside of a pocket. Totally up to you. The same goes for these as well, really. Well, for any of these, they can be slipped into a pocket, or you can actually glue them down onto a page and then use them the same as you would any other kind of tag. So that's the second one that I will show you how to make. So you will want to start by taking your 6x6 and folding it in half both ways. So I start off lengthways and then go horizontally, so you get 4 3-inch squares on your 6x6 paper. Then once it's all folded, use the lines to fold in one corner right to the centre line. So where they fold and meet, you want to fold right up to that centre meeting point. Then the opposite corner you want to fold and again leave about ½ inch around the edge of the underneath square. Then at the bottom of the square where you have folded only part way in, you want to cut from the edge all the way to the center fold, and then just fold in each and every piece so that it gives you this layered pocket. Sorry, I keep having to stop doing this voiceover because Nelly keeps walking across the desk for a kiss, so I do apologise if you hear the tip tapping of her feet. So yes, once you've folded it all and it gives you this kind of stepped pocket, you just want to glue the back pieces together. For this piece, I actually left the top part of the pocket open just so that there was an option there that you could use it if you wish to use it. You don't have to, you can glue all three sides down so that it doesn't open at all. It's totally up to you, really doesn't matter how you choose to do it. Each way will be unique. And that is as simple as it is. Like I said, you can change it up by cutting off the corners, or you can just leave it as is. Super simple. The third one is going to be this one. Again, I have two different examples, both exactly the same, just executed differently. So this one here is a kind of double-sided pocket. So you've got a pocket here and a pocket, if I can get it in. It goes in one side and then won't go in the other. That's so annoying. And then you have a pocket there as well. And then this one, the reason why I made this one was because sometimes I know that you don't always have double-sided cardstock. So imagine that this wasn't double-sided, you'd have this wood up here and then plain white at the bottom. So to avoid that, I've made it into just one-sided pocket, where it has a pocket at the front and at the back, but it's still all on one side, if you catch my drift. And then this is just completely plain, so you can either decorate this side of it and put it inside of a pocket, or glue it down to your page and then stuff it full with loads of goodies. This one, I would probably just put this into a pocket because it is double-sided, so you need to get to both sides. For this next little pocket, you will need your scoreboard. So all you need to do is just score at 1.5 inches from both edges. So you'll see me do it here. I do 1.5 this way, then I just flip it over and do 1.5 again on the opposite side. Then you just want to fold that piece in half, making sure that your fold lines are obviously matching up together and that they're horizontal. You don't want to do anything diagonal on this one. This one is a nice straight fold. Now just place one hand over the majority of the piece, and using your finger and thumb, just try to coax the fold lines so that you can kind of splay them open and create this triangle at the top. It does take a little bit of work. You do have to kind of fiddle and fart to make sure that it's all straight and the fold lines stay obviously in one piece and they don't kind of bend and fold anywhere. You just want to make sure that those are definitely folded down, so just grab a scorer and flatten those fold lines, and then repeat on the other side. So you just want to tease it open, making sure that the bottom pieces all match up. As you can see, I did struggle to keep that fold line central, but I managed to do it in the end. There we go. Just reinforcing all the fold lines as you go, because you don't want this to be too chunky, so you want to flatten them as much as possible. And then just reinforcing your triangle fold lines also. And then if you have a single-sided 6x6, you want to fold these two side pieces inwards on top of the folded pieces so that you get this kind of double pocket. But if you have double-sided like I do here, just flip it over and fold those pockets or those outside flaps onto the back side of that pocket, and then just glue down the bottom pieces Just had to stop for some more Nelly loving there, I do apologise. So yeah, you just glue down that bottom piece, which I do here with double-sided tape again, just because it's super easy and quick. And then you're done. But you can obviously glue the bottom pieces, or you can just use a piece of washi tape along the bottom. You can do this with like plain paper as well. It doesn't have to be decorated, it could be plain, and then you could use the washi tape as your decorative piece. Totally up to you. Then the fourth item that I'm going to show you are these little pockets. So we've got little and large here. So we've got this little square piece. So it's literally just a flapped opening, and then you have two little pockets, one at the back and one at the front. And this one is exactly the same, but just in a different shape. But it has your back piece, front piece, and then your flap. So I will show you how to make those as well. Making these are super easy. All we need to do is bring in two edges, folding them to meet in the middle, but they do slightly overlap by about a centimetre, 1.5 centimetres, just so that you can glue it into place. But before you glue it into place, just grab a ruler, and whilst it's folded, just mark a line along here being kind of somewhere near the top. This will be cut off, as I'm going to show you here, and then the pieces that are left will make your flap cover. So you just want to cut that line that you've just drawn right up to the fold line, and then cut down the fold line and repeat on the other side. And of course, with a lot of my project, I do like to round the corners on this. So I just fold it back in half and just round those flap corners. As you can see, that will flap down and cover the top part of the pockets. So now you can just glue the overlapping pieces into place. Be careful, try not to glue the inside of your pocket down. Now you want to take your bottom open edge and fold it towards the top. You can butt it right up to the top of the previous pocket hole, or like me, you can leave a little bit of a gap. Totally up to you. Then you just want to place some glue kind of centrally, not all over the piece, just kind of centrally on the bottom folded panel, because obviously we want to make sure that these kind of expand, so you don't want to glue them into place, otherwise they won't expand. So just making sure that my glue is in place. And then, as you can see, we now have our two accordion pockets. Super simple. The fifth item that I will show you is actually, this one is inspired by Raven Vintage, that's it. I see this on her Instagram not long ago, and it's just a really cute idea, so I thought I'd include it. But it's just a little heart pocket basically. This is just a really lovely way to decorate a page, and then you can use this as your pocket. So you just put your tags inside of your little heart piece there, and you can either open it up once it's glued to the page to take out your items, or just slide them in and out to keep that heart shape. But either way, super cute, and it is so easy to make as well. I actually forgot how to make this, so I did have to have my phone to the side, and I had Raven's video playing to the side of me, so I do apologise. But you just want to bring in one corner and just fold it slightly, about an inch and a half, not central obviously, but just shy. Oh, hello Nelly. Then on the opposite corner you want to bring that piece right up and bring it up to that fold line, so it's like the point is matching the fold line. And then just with the outside pieces, bring them up to meet the corner piece that you've just folded in the centre. I'm hoping that what I'm showing you on the video is a lot better than how I'm explaining it. It's hard to explain, but it's easy to watch. So I'm hoping that watching this you will definitely learn how to do this. And of course you can always check out Raven's video. She done a great job with hers, so probably better than mine. But you just want to make sure that they're obviously nice and straight, and meeting in the middle. Don't want no wonky middle pieces. Again, I decided to round my corner pieces here. You don't have to, but it's just a look that I prefer. Then you just want to fold in the two pointy corners just to kind of hide them and finish it off and get it into this desired heart shape. So you just do that on both sides, making sure they're completely folded down. And there you have it. There is your heart-shaped pocket. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. So that's idea number 5. Number 6. Right, this is just a super easy one, but it's something that I do quite a lot, and I have about, I don't know, over 100 of these already made. So it's literally just a pocket. That's all it is. It's just a bog standard pocket. But what I actually do for bringing this journal is I make them into belly bands. So once the pocket is made, I'll stuff it full of ephemera or secret little notes, whatever it is that I want to put in there. Then I will place glue along the top here and the bottom here, stick it down onto my page. Then I'm going to steal this ephemera, but I would then put more ephemera kind of inside here, so then it's even more storage space. And you can obviously, if you have journaling cards, you can pop them in there as well. Any memorabilia you can put behind there. It's just an extra way to use up those 6x6s, because sometimes you just look at them and think, you're useful 6x6s, but I don't know how to use you. And sometimes you just want something really simple, and this is your answer. The most simple of projects. So yes, that's everything that I made, and I will of course show you how to make them, but I just wanted to show you these as well, because these are made out of 12x12s. So you can obviously cut your 12x12s to either a 6x6 or a 12x6, whatever size you want. You can even do A4 if you really wanted to, but you can cut them down and adapt these templates in any way that you see fit, basically. So this is how they would look made out of a full 12x12 sheet, and I'm so happy with them. Again, this is now going to be dwarfed by my pocket, but you have a little piece back here, you have your piece here. I haven't glued these yet, so if you see it poking through, that's why. So you have a pocket here, and then you'll have your other pocket at the front here. And like I say, I love these so much. I don't know whether it was the design or the pattern on them, I don't know, but I love them so much that I'm actually going to use them in this month's August. I'm not sure if this is going up in July or August, but the patrons will receive their Happy Mail inside one of these. So it'll either be a little envelope like this. So I just made loads of different ones. And as well, it doesn't even matter about directional patterns, because once they're finished, they kind of go here, there and everywhere, and it doesn't really matter. I'm happy with how they turn out. And then just a couple of plain ones there. So if you're a patron, you will receive one of those, or you might receive one of these, and these are the pockets. Now these two I messed up, and I accidentally cut about 3 inches off of the 12x12 papers, so they ended up a little bit smaller. If you can see, they're a little bit smaller, but they still work, and they're still totally usable, and we've still got massive pockets that we can stuff full of bits and pieces, and they're just all in the same pretty designs, all have 2 pockets. So yeah, again, patrons, for the next couple of months, you may well receive your Happy Mail in one of these little beauties. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I just wanted to show you quickly how I actually used those 12x12 pockets. So this pocket here is going to one of our patron members. She is part of the Journal a Month club, so she will receive a journal this month, and this as a little add-on extra to her journal. It does include lots and lots of ephemera. Some pieces we've made together on a YouTube video, like that little notebook, and then the tea bag pocket also. But it's definitely crammed full of lots of goodies, and I think it just makes a really lovely like happy mail present for anyone who you know is crafting. You can even just fill it with loads of little letters, little positive affirmations. It could be whatever you wanted, just to make somebody smile, just to pass on some crafting love, whatever it is. But they're super handy, and I really enjoyed making them, and I'll probably make lots more. But whilst I'm showing you, I just wanted to... Oh, there was Nellie making an appearance. She never fails to get involved, does she? She's a right pain in the bum. Anyway, I just wanted to thank everybody for watching, and if you got this far, thank you again. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that it's a bit mishmash and a bit all over the place, but I just really have not been feeling it. After my colonoscopy, I've just been feeling really rough. I've had a massive headache for like 3 days that just will not shift. And yeah, the procedure itself just really wasn't nice. It wasn't, I mean, it's never going to be a pleasurable experience, but I didn't have a very nice doctor, and I can't really talk about it because I do get a little bit upset, but yeah, it just wasn't a very nice experience, and I cannot wait to just move on. So I'm going to take a chilled weekend, just potter about the house and the garden, and hopefully start to feel a little bit better come Monday, and then we can get back to normal, get back to crafting and uploading videos as normal. So thanks again everybody for your love and support. Speak soon. Bye.